In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at bearings. There are a few key points that we need to understand before we can look at questions in regards to bearings. Firstly, what is a bearing? So if we were to imagine a compass of north, east, south, west, and the north normally being in red or being indicated by a permanent arrow, and then you've got the dial that moves from your compass accordingly. It's the angle at which you are moving in comparison to the north. So we always measure bearings from the north, and we measure that angle going clockwise. When writing bearings, you always use 3 digits. And this is to distinguish between, for example, a 20-degree bearing and a 200-degree bearing. So it's just to kind of triple check, fully to ensure that there's going to be no confusion with what actual angle it is that we are talking about. So let's imagine we have got home, which is at the first cross, and school, which is at the second cross over here. Now, if we want the bearing to school from home, we have to imagine where we are starting. If you are going to school from home, you start at home. So here we are, we imagine we are standing here at home, pointing our compass. We've got our north direction. The angle in which we want to travel is from the north, getting us in that direction that's going to be walking to school. So we would use our angle measurer to measure that angle in there. So let's just imagine that that is 45 degrees. Our bearing would be 045 degrees. Now what about if we want our bearing to home from school? Where do we begin? We're at school. We're going home, which is back in this direction. So we imagine we're standing at school, facing the north. We go clockwise until we reach home. So that is the angle here highlighted in red. We could use our protractor, or if we know that this angle is 45 degrees, we consider our parallel line rules. Because the north direction is going in the same direction in both cases, those lines are parallel. If you need a recap on your parallel line rules, then watch our tutorial on it. What we have here is co-interior angles, and co-interior angles sum to 180 degrees. So that's to say this angle in here is 180 minus 45, which is 135 degrees. Remember, we want to find the angle on the outside. So what do? We take that from 360 because it makes a full circle. So that's 360 minus 135, which is 225 degrees. It's 3 digits. That's our bearing.